Speaking of the lightweights, Marcin Held, highly anticipated PFL debut, and he does it against Natan Schulte, a two-time lightweight champion. Kenny Florin, you picked this as a potential upset?
Absolutely. I mean, the dangerous thing about a leg lock guy is, you go against someone who's a knockout artist, you could be fine in a couple weeks. You lose by TKO or knockout, you're fine. You lose to a guy who's attacking your leg, you could be out for a year and a half. And that's the scary thing. So you gotta watch out for someone like a Marcin Held. He is very dangerous if he gets a hold of that leg.
He's on a win streak as well, but so is that man. Natan Schulte has taken home 2 PFL belts, $2 million purses. Randy Couture, do we see a repeat of the Lance Palmer upset?
Well, he's certainly got a formidable opponent, but here's a guy who won $70 for his first fight. He was shoveling snow when he came to the PFL, and now he's won $2 million checks. I think he's training full time. We're gonna see the best Natan Schulte we've ever seen this season.
Take a look at our tail of the tape. Natan Schulte, 1 inch taller. These men are the same age. Slight reach advantage for Marcin Held. It'll be interesting to see how committed to the strikes Marcin Held is, because we know he wants to get this down. But Natan Schulte, great judo, great grappling. He feels like he can hang with the leg lock specialist. Lillian Garcia introduces these 2 fighters.
Well, here in the PFL, it is more than just a fight, it is a season. And we now return to the PFL Smart Cage in the lightweight division. This is presented to you by CarParts.com. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a jiu-jitsu practitioner, standing at 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighs in officially at 155 3/4 pounds. In 33 professional bouts, this veteran has a record of 26 wins and 7 losses, with 18 wins by stoppage. Fighting out of Tychy, Poland, here is Marcin Held. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he specializes in judo. Standing at 5 feet 10 inches tall, he officially weighs in at 156 pounds. In 24 professional bouts, he has a record of 20 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. Fighting out of Joinville, Brazil, here is the 2-time PFL Lightweight World Champion, Natan Schulte. Your referee in charge, Gasper Oliver.
Two lightweights inside our PFL Smart Cage. Smart Cage powered by Flagship Solutions Group, an IBM partner. Keep track of those stats at the bottom of your screen as a touch of the gloves with Natan Schulte in the red and black, Marcin Held in the gray and black, representing Poland. Immediately get to the striking, a glancing left hook there from Natan Schulte, and Held answers with a right hand. Getting after it in the center of the cage. Marcin Held with a tight jab.
Yeah, he's got to be careful with those hooks of Natan Schulte, though.
Saw Schulte dig one into the lower leg, and he snaps Held's head around. They're getting after it early here. 6 points on the line in our regular season standings. Another nice. Another
one. Oh, man.
Man, Marcin Held comes out swinging.
There's some pop on those punches.
He says leg locks be damned, but that low kick, we saw Natan Schulte. Oh my goodness, nice. It's a trade-off.
I'm surprised to see this approach from Marcin Held. He's really going for it and landed some good shots against the champ.
Beautiful straight shots and sneaking the hook all the way around. Goodness gracious, Marcin Held mixing it up early in the center of the cage. A nice uppercut. Another jab from Marcin Held, taking it to Russo early. That low kick keeps landing. Nice jab from Schulte.
Sets that uppercut up really, really nice.
He sure does.
Body, head.
And if there's something to be critical of with Natan Schulte's style, this is it. He puts his chin down and he wades forward. I would never be critical of such a thing, but somebody else might be.
Oh, man. It's fun to watch, but yeah, he is putting himself in harm's way. Marcin Held has been working on his striking.
Just uncorking combination after combination. Another right hand sneaks through, and a jab. A low kick in response from Schulte. Big combos again from Marcin Held. Straight punches, and he's mixing in the uppercuts, Randy.
He absolutely is. Sets that up really nice to the 1-2, and then brings, instead of a 3, he brings that uppercut.
That time he snuck one around the corner. Nice left hook from Marcin Held.
Yeah, I'm curious, though, how many more of those calf kicks Marcin Held can take, because, again, he's not going to be able to plant on that foot. He's not going to be able to move well. If he can't plant his foot on the mat, he's not going to be able to generate any power.
These two men are standing right in front of each other. Schulte landing the low kicks, and now he gets the underhook and pushes this to the cage. Randy, we've seen this. Natan Schulte against the cage with an underhook and his hips in sometimes results in a little ride.
Absolutely. He's got a great inside trip. He'll suck that hip in and throw you back the other way. He's got a nice foot sweep as well. He's used a lot of neat little judo tricks to take guys down from this position.
Kenny, Natan Schulte told us in the fighter meetings he thinks he has a striking advantage over Marcin Held, but that early exchange, it was the opposite.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, he's just standing right in front of him. So, again, even if he does, he's not giving him a chance, give himself a chance to be defensively responsible. He's right there in a phone booth, and they're just trading. So it only takes one. He's got to be careful. I know he has a phenomenal chin, but again, little gloves, you got to be careful.
I don't like that term. I'm not going to do it justice. Defensively responsible. Now it's Marcin Held pressuring Natan Schulte, blood trickling from the nose of Natan Schulte. Results of those earlier exchanges. You can see the red on the body and on the lead leg of Marcin Held, though. Those kicks paid dividends for Natan Schulte. Inside trip attempt shrugged off by Marcin Held, who continues to pepper away at the face of the two-time PFL champ.
Marcin used that wizard uppercut. Held used that wizard really well to get his hips in, get Natan Schulte off balance, and clear that position.
Yeah, Marcin said he's really been working on his wrestling as well. Going to try to look to put Schulte on his back. So far, not successful.
And this is one thing about Natan Schulte. We've seen him in bouts against Loic Rajabov. We saw it against Chris Wade in season 1.
Exactly.
He will take punishment, he will keep coming forward, and he will wear his opponents out. Marcin Held is going to have to be mindful of how much energy he's putting into those early striking exchanges.
And he might land a leg kick or 6.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great point, Sean. I mean, Schulte is as durable as they come.
Closing in on the end of round number 1, and I don't want it to be over, but we'll be back for round number 2 in just a moment. A barn burner of a first round. Sean O'Connell, Randy Couture, Kenny Florian. FPR brought to you by Rich Energy. The advantage to Marcin Held, no surprise there. Aggressive with the strikes, and he gets right back to it here in round 2. Hook cross, but it is Natan Schulte walking him down and lands a hook for his efforts. Nice jab again from Marcin Held. Goes back to that jab. He had success with that in round 1.
My goodness, I'm just so impressed with the chin of Natan Schulte.
It's like he wants you to wear yourself out on his face.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's a great style, guys. Get on board with it.
I don't think Natan has the hook that you had, Sean, or the power.
Nice hook there in response by Natan Schulte. Keeps moving forward. Pushes himself away from Marcin Held. Held takes a deep breath.
Oh, little kick of his own.
And this is something that Natan Schulte maybe prepared himself for. Weather an early storm, probably expected it to be on the ground, Kenny, but now he looks fresher than Marcin Held.
Right, well, here's the thing. Schulte has been here before. Marcin Held has not. And even though he's landing a lot of shots, this is still foreign territory for him.
And this is Natan Schulte's style. This is what he does.
Schulte paws his way in. Throws a left hand. Held misses on that combination.
The two amazing grapplers here. We may not see them on the ground.
I love it. Held glances one off the side of Natan Schulte's head. There's the jab again, and again.
That is a jousting jab. I really like it.
Oh, there's the uppercut, and he responds with a hook. Natan Schulte snapped the head of Marcin Held around. There's another uppercut from the pole. And another.
Ooh, that was a big swing.
Two big hooks.
Oh, man. These guys are just going at it.
Ooh, was that a wobble? That almost looked like Natan wobbled a little bit off that right hook.
Well, he's a Terminator, so he puts the chin right back down and moves forward. Held just misses with the knee, pushes away with a kick. Now Schulte with the jab.
And Schulte doing a good job of shifting his stances as he comes in.
Wings a right hand and misses. Natan Schulte in the red, Marcin Held representing Poland in the gray and black.
I mean, this has got to get in your head. This guy just keeps coming. You hit him with the kitchen sink, and he just keeps plodding towards you.
Yeah, there's Marcin Held, and then there's marching Natan Schulte, who just keeps coming forward.
Oh, my gosh.
Unbelievable.
We saw half an attempt at that little foot wheel there from Natan Schulte. Little head movement to get himself out of trouble. Right hand comes over the top. Another straight right for Marcin Held. I love it. Staying off the cage, these two grapplers content to slug it out.
Well, Marcin Held, his volume is starting to decline here, guys.
Natan Schulte staying in the pocket. Uppercut lands.
A little foot wheel attempt by Natan. Bounced right off it.
Oh, nice takedown attempt.
Hit outside single, and he's able to finish. He grabbed the double on the way down. Natan Schulte scrambles right back to the feet. Wants no part of it on the ground. Nice right hand sneaks over the top for Natan Schulte. Tide may be turning right before our eyes in round number 2, Kenny.
What a fight, my goodness. Marcin Held hit a beautiful double leg. Schulte got right back to his feet. And these guys are going right back to it.
1 minute remains in round number 2. The two-time champion, Natan Schulte, pressing the newcomer against the PFL Smart Cage. Knee up the middle.
It's amazing that Marcin Held has been able to keep up this pace with Schulte. This is a familiar style for Schulte, but not one that I expected from Marcin Held, I'll tell you that right now.
And it's interesting, Kenny, because you can be in great shape, but if you're not comfortable in a certain aspect of the fight, it saps your energy that much more.
No question about it.
Marcin Held's probably used to getting guys on the ground and making them grapple and wearing them out there. I don't think he's used to standing here and banging like this.
Yeah.
10-second clapper after an intense round number 2. Did Natan Schulte turn the tides? We'll find out in round 3.
Time.
Sean O'Connell, Randy Couture, Kenny Florian beside the PFL Smart Cage. FPR brought to you by Rich Energy. A virtual tie in round number 2. Natan Schulte in the red trunks, Marcin Held in the black and gray representing Poland. And they get right back to slugging it away. These two grappling experts.
Amazing. And you know what? Sometimes the difference in the judge's eyes is the guy that keeps coming forward. When all other things are equal, the guy that's pressing.
It's a great point, Randy. And you know what? These rounds have been so close, but literally walking forward could be the difference for these judges. And I'm glad I'm not a judge, but these guys have been fighting their hearts out tonight.
Body kick landed there for Natan Schulte. Held bounces a right hand off the side of Schulte's head. Right back to it. Natan Schulte sneaking the right hand over, switching up his stances. There it is again. And uppercuts now. Knee from Marcin Held.
And I tell you what, for all the shots that Marcin has eaten from Schulte. His face isn't really showing it either, so that could be a factor as well.
That's right. Sometimes visible damage can sway judges.
Marcin's pretty impressive. He's throwing some great combinations. He mixes it up well. Man, tough to distinguish yourself with this nice little foot wheel attempt by Natan Schulte.
Shrugs off Marcin Held with a push there. Back to the body, he goes with that kick. A lot of those have landed, guys, and Marcin's Held, there's discoloration on the side, and every now and again you see that elbow drop. There it is again. Look at the right side of Marcin Held's body. Right hand lands again there for Natan Schulte. Cutting off the cage as Marcin Held tries to find the correct spacing.
Oh, that was a big right hand from Schulte. It looked like Held was rocked from there.
He appears to be on steady legs, but is he game facing it? Natan Schulte continues to move forward. Oh! And Held answers with another right hand. There's back to the jab. Tries to sneak a hook around the corner. Back to the body with the kick.
Yeah, those are brutal shots.
That's that liver. He's kicking that liver.
It's interesting, Kenny, that kick, he's not really turning his hip over in a big roundhouse motion, but it is coming around. It's kind of a stabbing roundhouse, if that even makes sense.
Yeah, no, he's kind of just slapping with it a little bit, attacking the body, might be trying to set up something upstairs a little bit later, but either way, Sean, you don't want to get hit with those.
Deep breath from Marcin Held as they continue to hammer away at one another. 2 minutes remaining here in round number 3. Natan Schulte stalking, and he stays, Randy, right in range. Natan Schulte not one to step out and reset. He just keeps coming. Big right hand.
He's like a robot. He just keeps coming.
Good jab there twice from Marcin Held.
He just kind of jogs forward and goes right back to work.
Ooh, there it is.
Yeah.
Like you said, Kenny, coming upstairs with that now. Glanced off the collarbone, big right hand.
Now you're seeing way more impact from the shots of Schulte.
And another. 90 seconds, inside 90 seconds remaining, left hook.
Now this has been Schulte's best round, but how are the judges going to score the first 2?
And it's not like even here in Schulte's best round, Marcin Held has been landing.
Right. He's landing shots still.
There's a left hook. Natan Schulte scoring, I think, on that one. Big uppercut there from, I like that scoop uppercut from Marcin Held. Schulte continues to stalk. Held is happy to meet him. Another hook just touches the chin. And another. Marcin Held displaying his toughness, wearing a bunch of these punches, sending his own right back. Right and a left from Schulte. It looked like the left landed. There's a jab from Marcin Held. We've got 15 seconds left in our co-main event.
This fight has been ridiculous.
Another jab from Held. Whoa. Oh, they get ready to go. Little early celebration, perhaps. Still a few seconds remaining. There's the final bell. They both think they won this fight. What will the judges say about it? What will we be saying about this fight in just a few minutes? Can't wait to see. Goodness gracious, look at the tallies. Jeez. On these strikes landed. 113 for Marcin Held, 104 for Natan Schulte. But what about the damage? Not all strikes are created equal. More visible damage from that early round with a bloody face for Natan Schulte. Look at this. Marcin Held, the left leg, welted. The right side of the body, discolored. The face, beaten up. Damage meter brought to you by CarParts.com.
This is the whole fight right here. Standing in the pocket, throwing good combinations. Right, left, uppercuts. I mean, these guys just traded a bit. For two grapplers, this is remarkable. The combinations by both guys, spot on, laser focus, precision, pretty incredible.
I do not envy the judges here. Earlier tonight, we saw a pretty convincing victory over a two-time PFL champion. Bubba Jenkins pulled off the upset. Look at that. Both of these gentlemen believe they won the fight. But how did the judges see it? Lillian Garcia has the answer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored the bout 29-28. For your winner, by unanimous decision, earning 3 points in the lightweight division, Marcin Held!
Wow. Marcin Held gets the confirmation he was looking for. An impressive first round, razor-thin margins in round number 2. And I think round 3 probably went on the judges' scorecards to Natan Schulte. We'll have to look at the official ones after the fact. Marcin Held came out swinging.